And welcome to Week 9 of Friday Night Frenzy. I'm Stan Pamphilus along with Luke Notetown. And Luke, a very special night tonight.
Yeah, really, it's one of the most exciting nights of the prep football season here in the mountains. And it was pretty nice weather. A little chilly, but it didn't rain.
And they were all warmed up over there in Waynesville tonight.
Oh, my
It's the night when
goodness.
one of the state's great rivalry resumes. Pisgah versus Tuscola.
Oh, yeah.
Renewed tonight in Waynesville. How big is it? Well, for the 7th straight year, featured in the Great American Rivalry Series. This time the game was in Waynesville at Weatherby Stadium. Pisgah, 2 straight wins in the series, but trails by 2 in the overall series standings. But look at this, Tuscola starting right off the bat. Zach Webster, the quarterback for the Tuscola Mountaineers. Great move, cuts it back and forth, gets a couple of blocks, and then he gets deep into Pisgah territory to end the first quarter. We go to the second quarter, and then there's Webster, big run inside, plows people over,
Wow.
and scores 7-0 Mountaineers. They lead 10-0 before Pisgah showed signs of life. Watch this. Pisgah's QB Houston Rogers drops back, fires to Jesse Martinez. Ball tipped up. Watch Martinez.
my
Great
goodness.
concentration. He's got the ball. Wow. That sets up this. Rogers going to throw the bomb to the back of the end zone. Look at Trey Morgan. Just gets his foot
what
in there.
a catch.
10-7 Tuscola at the half. Second half, Pisgah takes the lead, 14-10 on the run by Daniel Van Verenberg. He crashes in there. This goes back and forth. Finally, is tied at the end of regulation. So coaches, captains meet at midfield because we're going to go to overtime, tied at 17. And then in overtime, Pisgah, Tanner Fox, chance to kick the field goal to put him ahead, and he nails it.
Perfect.
So Mountaineers have a chance to answer back. They've got it 4th and 1. And they say, forget the field goal, going for the win. Webster plows in there. He can't quite get it. He tries to lateral it off. Crazy ending. They try the old Stanford band play, but it does not work. Pisgah edges Tuscola in a wild one, 20-17 in overtime.
I was not going to be greedy. You know, I didn't feel like that was the time to be greedy. We needed to try to get the 3 points, lay it in our defense's hands, see what we could do.
Oh, it was a great game. It was a fantastic game. I wouldn't want to end a game any other way. This is what kind of game you tell your kids about, and I want to tell my kids when I have them. Oh, God. Thank you, God.
And after the game, Van Verenberg was named the most valuable player. So the game, as usual, lives up to the billing.
What a finish. And those jerseys for Pisgah were pretty
They're
cool.
pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah, what a game. And what a way to start our show.
For sure.
All right, well, so far this season, it looks like perhaps the best team in the mountain stands is Reynolds. The Rockets already 2 wins over their main rivals in the MAC, Irwin and Asheville. Rockets ranked number 6 in the state in the latest AP poll. And tonight, Reynolds was on the road at Inca. Rockets had no plans on letting down tonight, and, well, they didn't. Let's go to the first quarter. Reynolds already up 8-zip. Rico Dowdle takes the snap and then just takes off. Cuts all the way back across the middle of the field and gets the ball inside the Inca 30-yard line. Could be one of the most explosive players we have in Western North Carolina. Dowdle just warming up. Later in the drive, Dowdle finds Unique Waters, who makes the catch and falls into the end zone as Reynolds increases its lead to 15-0. Fast forward to the second quarter now. Fans having all sorts of fun at Inca, and the Rockets on the move again. Shaquan Jones takes the handoff and explodes down the field. Just look at him. Tough to bring down inside the Jets' 10-yard line, and that sets up who else but Dowdle, who goes right up the middle, untouched for the score. Rockets increase the lead to 22-3 at that point. Reynolds beats Inca tonight 64-3. All right, let's head to McDowell, where the Titans hope to slow down the powerful Asheville Cougars this evening. First quarter, the Cougars drive right down the field where Aquila Smith powers the football past the defenders and across the goal line for that touchdown for Asheville. Cougars up 6-0. A few minutes later, Asheville keeps it moving. Reggie Battle goes untouched right up the middle of the field for the score, 14-0 after the 2-point conversion. Then later in the game, Asheville looks towards the passing game. David Davidson to Isaiah Drummond draws a big pass interference penalty, and that sets up Reggie Battle again, who knows exactly what to do from there, punching it in for the score. Asheville wins big, beating McDowell 54-7.
All right, next we head to the pit in Franklin, where North Henderson tries to pull off a second straight road upset against the first-place Panthers.
And welcome back, Stan. One of the teams that's been outstanding, maybe a bit surprising this season, the North Henderson Knights. Last week they won at Tuscola. Tonight they faced another big challenge.
Yeah, and on the road at Franklin in the pit against the first-place team in the WNCAC, and that's the tough Panthers. Franklin always tough to beat at home, and the Panthers would show why this evening. picked this one up in the first quarter. Franklin already up 6-zip. Jackson Perone hands off to Kelton Lowry. He goes untouched right up the middle for the touchdown. Panthers increased the lead to 14-zip after the 2-point conversion. Later, first quarter, Knights defense makes a play. Jackson Perone coughs up the football. Ooh. North Henderson's Ashton Woodring falls on top of it. Big turnover of the ball game. Knights will take advantage. Look at this. Trevor Kraft lofts it up downfield. Darren Lammons makes it. The catch, he skies up there and then sprints into the end zone. Knights on the board. They trail 14-6 at halftime. Franklin, though, stays perfect in the league with a 28-12 win.
Good win there. Now to Arden, a couple of 5-2 teams going head-to-head. Christ School hosting the Eagles from Rabun Gap. First quarter, Eagles quarterback Dallas Earnhardt drops back to pass, and the Greenies Stockton Burke chases him down. Gets the big quarterback sack, 10-yard loss. Good play by the Greenies defense. Christ School looking good early in the ball game. Later in the first quarter, Earnhardt keeps the football and goes up the middle where Tyler Redmond makes the big hit and forces the fumble. Kevon Cobb recovers the ball, and the Greenies are in business. In the second quarter now, Drew Johnson hooks up with Jared Gash, who makes the catch across the middle and then gets the ball inside the 10-yard line. Big gain there to move the chains. Then later in the drive, Landon Cook muscles his way across the goal line for the touchdown right here. Christ School beats Rabun Gap 21-16.
Homecoming at Owen High tonight. Congrats to the beautiful Queen. Owen hosting Madison. Picking up third quarter. Patriots' Colby Edwards throws a nice pass downfield for Austin Payne. He makes the catch and moves the chains
good throw
for Madison. Nice play deep into Owen territory. Later in the drive, Patriots go for it on 4th and short. This time Edwards goes back to pass, but it's tipped at the line, falls incomplete. Turn it over on downs. Warhorses will take advantage. Bryson Fowler. They're excited. They're fired up at Owen. They want to get the win. But Fowler makes a nice run. Good block. Moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Owen all pumped up after making that big play. They feel like they're going to get a second win of the year. Later in the drive, they have a chance to take the lead late in the fourth quarter, but Jacob Robinson is short on the field goal attempt. He also missed one with a few seconds left in the game as Madison gets his first win of the year. They beat Owen 15-14.
All right, here's a look at the final scores of other games in our area tonight, powered by ScoreStream. Brevard loses to West Henderson 12-7 as West scores on the last play of the game on a 4th and 1. East Henderson shut out by Smoky 28-zip.
Hendersonville lost to Mitchell. What a game, 56-40.
Wow.
Swain beats Andrews 49-19. Swain with 431 total yards.
Wow. Rosman shuts out Cherokee tonight 21-0. And Robbinsville rolls over Hayesville 49-14. Lane Millsap 165 yards rushing, over 180 total yards, 4 touchdowns all in the first half. Polk wins at Avery, a close one, 43-41. Asheville School falls to Cannon School 31-7.
And Thomas Jefferson loses to Community School of Davidson 26-14. Kings Mountain beats RS Central 25-12. And East Rutherford comes from behind to win it drawn tonight by a score of 16-14.
Man, some great games tonight, especially that Pisgah Tuscola game was crazy.
Wow, that was crazy, and then goes right down to the wire. Was what you want in a game like that.
Well, it absolutely is. The uniforms looked good. We stayed dry tonight. All in all, I'd say a pretty good Friday night.
And have a great weekend, everybody.
Top 5 plays coming up Sunday. Don't forget.